All right, number 11, we're given the inequality 3 is less than 3 minus 1/4 of x, which is less than 5. And for here, we want to solve the inequality, do it in interval notation, and we want to graph the solution. So again, we have compound, we have two inequality symbols. So whatever I do to the middle to solve for x, I have to do to all three sides. So first we have this, this 3 unattached to the x. We want to subtract it away. We subtract it because the 3 is positive. So subtract 3 from the left, middle, and right. This will give us 0. Bring down our less than. Bring down our negative 1/4 x. Bring down less than, and then 5 minus 3 leaves us with 2. Okay, so now we have this division by 4, and we want to get rid of it. So to undo division, we multiply. And to get rid of the negative, we're going to multiply by a negative 4. So that's going to cause that to go away, and we'll be left with just 1x, which is what we want. So we're going to multiply by negative 4. We're going to multiply this expression right here by negative 4. And we're going to multiply this by negative 4. Alright, so when we multiply by negative 4 times 0, we still get 0. Since I multiply by negative, just the same as dividing by negative, my sign gets flipped. When I multiply this negative 4 by this negative, or this division of negative 4, they will divide each other out. Okay, so we'll be left with just the 1x or just x. And again, this sign also gets flipped. And then 2 times negative 4 gives us a negative 8. Now, this looks weird because we're used to our inequalities facing this direction. And we're used to them going from smallest to largest. So we just need to rearrange or rewrite this expression so that we have smallest number on the left, largest number on the right. So if I bring, so just imagine just flipping this whole equation around. So I'm bringing the negative 8 over here. The symbol, the point, the arrowhead was pointing at the 8. So arrowhead still needs to be pointing at the 8, so it just kind of gets flipped again, just because we reverse the order. Bring down your x. Now when you compare, and this is what you need to be looking at, when you compare 8 and negative, x and negative 8, the open mouth was toward the x, the point was toward the 8. Point is toward the 8, open mouth toward the x. So we have not changed anything, we just flipped it around. And then in comparison with 0 and x, the point was toward the x, the open mouth was toward the 0. So the point is toward the x, open mouth is toward the 0. And so flipping that around, we keep the equation intact, and we get it in the correct order. So if you have to flip it around, just make sure you flip those signs as well. So from here, we can now graph it. So I have my 2 points, negative 8 and 0, and since we have no underline, we're just going to be doing parentheses, and this is just saying negative 8 less than x, x is less than 0, so x is between these two numbers. So parentheses here, and so once I graph it, that helps me to do my interval notation. So negative 8 to 0 in parentheses. Alright, so our solution in interval notation is going to be negative 8 to 0, and then graphing this, the solution will be C, from 0 to negative 8 if you count that over. So C is going to be the best one there.